it, here's Evan McPherson. And we're off from Tampa. Bucky Irving now to return. He stopped on the return at the 27. So here come the Buccaneers, ready for their opening drive. They are brought out by a former #1 pick who always plays with energy and passion, Baker Mayfield.
There's just certain quarterbacks, the way they run on the field. You just say their name and just some adjectives and attributes pop up right away. For Baker Mayfield, scrappy, tough, a will to win. I'm not surprised at all to see himself back in the starting role. Not surprised at all to see him flourish. The dude is mentally tough, he's mentally strong, and he typically makes the most of his opportunities.
They're going to throw. First play with Mayfield. Grabbed by Chris Godwin. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Play fake, it's Mayfield. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And now they face second down.
Hey, Kate, you know that line, time is of the essence? It certainly is in the pocket. Not enough time there to let that play develop down the field, and the two were not able to reel it in.
One of the tight ends in motion left. Fires right away, but incomplete.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Mayfield to throw again. Complete beyond the marker. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. That play good for 17 and a first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
From the 44-yard line now, first and 10. Baker throwing again. Makes the grab in bounds, left side. That's a Tampa Bay touchdown! The Buccaneers take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. It's a Chris Godwin touchdown! He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you could go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
On is Chase McLaughlin for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Buccaneers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Bucs get lined up, and they will kick this away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. So here are the Bengals now as they get set for their opening drive. They're led out by the legend over in LSU, the former #1 overall pick in 2020, Joe Burrow.
When Joe Burrow's between the white lines, he's one of the game's best and most entertaining quarterbacks. He just has a cool factor that is the envy of so many. Nothing seems to bother them other than some injuries that unfortunately have ended seasons early. When he's on the field, timing, the anticipation, replicate the precision with which he plays, he has very few peers.
Burrow's first play going to the air. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the hits just keep coming for them on this play, it seems. Elsewhere on the field, they've got a player hurt and in need of some attention. Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Another try following the sack. Has him on the quick hitter. Let's see what they went with on third down. Burrow out of the shotgun. Escapes the pocket. He's running for it. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
You know, that's a really good play. I know it doesn't get the first down, doesn't keep him on the field, but what it does is it keeps that defense honest. And I promise you, the next time in that situation, they'll have that run in the back of their minds.
The Bengals send out the punting unit. Trey Palmer on the return for the Buccaneers. And he'll get under this one and make the fair catch at the 19-yard line. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And the Buccaneers will get set to go on offense. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Here's the give to Irving. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. That was Geno Stone up there to make that play. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Once again, Irving. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that first down. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. Third down, 1 yard to go. Throwing, Baker. He's on the move. Oh, he's going to run for it. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the first down.
They've got first down from the 31. Straight ahead, it's Irving. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. The play brought to an end by Logan Wilson. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Second and 8. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Baker now from the gun. He has the first over the middle. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Give him 8 yards on the play. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Slot receiver headed left. First down, here's Baker. Catch made by Bucky Irving. Pick up a few as he heads out of bounds.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Second down now, 7 to go. Irving on the inside give. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that gain. Brought down by the veteran, Von Bell.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Tight end in motion left. Third and short, Mayfield. And the Bengals are too much. They take him down. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up fourth down.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions, you get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
The Buccaneers out and into punt formation. And this is the first time he's been called on today. Fair catch hauled in at the 18-yard line. We don't get a return out of that punt. And the Bengals are going to be backed up to begin this drive. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Burrow from the gun. Catch made by All. This is ahead for about 5. That stop made by KJ Britt. And they can go ahead and stay in that huddle. We're at the end of the first quarter. Neither side separating much so far. More from Raymond James Stadium coming up after the break. Time for our second quarter. It'll be Bengals football to begin. They've got 2nd and 5. They've got a man in motion. Out of the shotgun, Burrow. That one's caught along the left sideline. And he takes this down after crossing the 45. They strike for 23 yards. And it'll be first down, Bengals.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Looking to throw, Burrow. This is hauled in by T. Higgins. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. On the third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
First give of the game here to Chase Brown. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Levante David, like so many times in his career, making that tackle. Call it no gain, maybe one at best on that play. That leaves him with 3rd and 2. Here's Brown again. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You love a huddle? Kate, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
1st and 10 from the 41. Burrow back to throw. Short pass brought in. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. That's Antoine Winfield Jr. up to make that play.
Kid, I was on the field, the young high school quarterback, just last week, and I told him one of the greatest attributes a quarterback can have is courage. And it takes courage to sit in that pocket that long, let a play develop, and let that receiver work all the way from one side of the field to the other, give him a chance to make a play.
Got his target, it's Higgins. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Defense showing blitz. Burrow looking for a target. First time this game they've looked to him. So it's 2nd down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. To throw again, it's Burrow. Gets it to his man, Mike Gesicki. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
This defense didn't give up contain there, Kate. That was an instance where the more exciting plays were taken away downfield. And even looking to the tight end wasn't going to net them much.
They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6. Here's Burrow. Escapes the pocket. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
I know we talk about rhythm a lot when it comes to music, but it's the same thing with a quarterback and his protection. This QB was in rhythm, but they knocked the notes out of him on that one.
And on 4th down, out comes the Bengals field goal team and Evan McPherson. This is a 42-yard look from the left hash. Butker knocks it through. And it's dropped back down to a 4-point game.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Tucker now on the return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Tampa Bay are ready to head out to the field. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Mayfield now from the gun. He finds Evans left side. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for and you go out and execute.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Irving here from the gun. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. We're at the 2-minute warning now from Raymond James. The Buccaneers looking to add to their advantage. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Evans, the motion man here. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Complete out to the right side. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
First and 10 from the 41. From the gun, Mayfield. Brought in right side. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
First and 10, it's Mayfield. Hits him on the out route. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. Tackle made by the rookie from Wisconsin.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Baker throwing again. He's got Godwin working that sideline. And he goes out approaching that 10-yard line. That's a pickup of 9. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down. Now we have a stoppage. No challenges inside of 2 minutes and a half, but the replay official wants to take another look at this on their own. So what we're all looking for here, did he secure the catch and maintain it while also getting both feet down?
Yeah, this is why it's a perfect look. This is why teams scout body control and field awareness for these pass catchers. For moments like this, he did not have much margin for error, and it happens oh so fast.
After review of the play, ruling on the field stands.
So the officials looked at it twice. The replay officials in New York agreed, and the call on the field's going to stand. All set up now for 1st and 10. Mayfield to throw again. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin on that play. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Throwing again is Baker. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Tampa spends its 2nd timeout now. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. Trying to throw here out of the gun. And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing 4th down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
On 4th down, the Buccaneers trying to put 3 on the board with Chase McLaughlin. This from 35 yards away. The kick by McLaughlin is good. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
Anytime you start sniffing that red zone and you don't score 6, you only come away with 3 points. Not what you were looking for on the call sheet.
The Bucs get lined up, and they will kick this away. This return starts at the 5. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Bengals with one final possession now in our opening half. Not a whole lot of time left for him to put something together here before the break. It's 1st and 10 for their final drive of the half. We've got 23 seconds remaining. Burrow out of the shotgun. That's completed right side. Still fighting forward. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Cincinnati! The Bengals earn the chance to tie before halftime. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Evan McPherson on to try the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Bengals tie things 10-10. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. This drive starts with barely any time left. 13 seconds in the half. Yep, as expected, they go to the ground to start this one off. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. The play brought to an end by Logan Wilson. Second and 6 coming up here. They'll stick with the ground game here. They'll cobble together a yard there. The play brought to an end by Logan Wilson. They pick up one on the run. Need more, though. That takes them to 3rd and 5.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. We'll let you and Brock catch your breath as we welcome the rest of you to our EA Sports Halftime Report. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
As always, a hat tip to Coach for his hard work during the break, as we're happy to welcome y'all back for the start of our 3rd quarter. Well, we're set up for an incredible second half, all tied as we kick it away here in quarter number 3. Starting from the 5. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Here comes the Cincinnati offense for the first drive of our second half. Well, Brock, it only took them one play to reach the end zone last drive. They might have to work a little bit harder this time out. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Throwing is Burrow. Has him on the quick hitter. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Hauled down by Christian Izien. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Running back sent in motion. 2nd and 8. Cut out left. The Buccaneers add another DB. 3rd down coming up. Burrow from the gun. Caught for big yards on the right side. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Chase coming in motion right. 1st and 10 now, here's Burrow. Catch made by Chase Brown. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Play brought to an end by Jordan Whitehead.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 42. He'll get this one to Brown. He picks up 15 on the play. And it sets up a Cincinnati 1st down.
This running back is a mismatch maker. That's how I label him on my little sheet right here. Right under his bio. This guy just creates matchup nightmares for every defender on the field.
First down, Burrow to throw. And the 1st down pass sent away by a defender, incomplete. That one vehemently swatted away. So 2nd down coming up.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going. And you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
On 2nd and 10, Burrow again. Cut near the goal line. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They got 24 yards on the play. And that will set up 1st and goal.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Brown crosses the goal line for the Cincinnati touchdown. The Bengals take the lead right away in half number 2. Well, this has definitely been a tight one throughout, Brock. So now that they've taken the lead, the question becomes, can they hold on to it?
And that question right there is one the defense has to answer. But this sure had the look of a drive where a coaching staff challenged that offense, saying, hey, we need a big drive from you guys right here. And sure enough, that offense delivers.
Yeah, no doubt. McPherson at the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bengals break that tie and now lead by 7. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. On the return, here's Irving. This return makes it up to the 25. Now the Buccaneers set to take the field. They'll look to knot up this game right now as they trail 17-10. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Handoff headed right. Irving. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. The play brought to an end by Logan Wilson. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
Right back to Irving now. He's contained at the line for no gain. Remain Pratt with the play defensively. No gain here after a gain of only 1, and now they'll face 3rd and 9.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
3rd down, here's Mayfield. Hauled in by Godwin. Decent gain here, but short of the 1st.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. The Bengals and Joe Burrow all set to take over. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Got his target, it's Higgins. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Brown. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. They'll run again with Brown. He's got a gain of 6 there. Play brought to an end by Jordan Whitehead. Call it a gain of 6, and they need only 2 now on 3rd down.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Throwing now, 3rd and 2. That throw's knocked away and incomplete. 4th down coming up.
You know, that is so hard to do. It's called body control. Great positioning to swat the ball away, not go through the receiver, no penalty flag. He's got the body control and, more importantly, the timing to knock that ball away.
So out now comes the punter. First punt win 45 yards. This looks considerably further. And the fair catch made here at the 15. So no return on that punt. And they're going to take over possession. Here come the Bucs on offense now. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff to Irving. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
Okay, the 2-yard run on 1st down, I think that keeps you ahead of schedule, but you're going to have to pick up the pace.
This is the end of the 3rd quarter. It's Buccaneer football. They trail, but it's still within reach for them. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Running right, it's Irving. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him about 3 yards, and now they're going to have 3rd and 5 to figure out. Baker now from the gun. No place to go, so he just threw it away.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? Well, they chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
Tampa Bay in punt formation now. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. And he sends this away, definitely his best kick of the game thus far. And he'll take in the fair catch just above the 35. No return on that punt. And it'll be Bengals football. Here come the Bengals to take over once again. They struggled to produce on that last series, but better results ahead as they take possession here. Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10. Burrow. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 43. Higgins makes the catch. And he's able to get this down to the 36. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
You know, Kate, years ago, my old high school receiver and I got together for a football camp. I could still close my eyes and throw him that slant. We've done it millions of times. You get a QB receiver connection like that, it's dynamite.
1st down, ball at the 36. Burrow to the air now. Rolling left, buying some time. And he evades any kind of trouble, but only a short gain to show for it after sliding down.
I love that play. I mean, that's quarterback 101. Nothing downfield, get what you can with your legs, but so much more importantly, protect yourself. Availability, one of the most important abilities for any quarterback.
From the 34, finds him over the middle. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Back to throw it. And he's there to knock away the pass and force a 4th down.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. He'll throw it. He finds him beyond the marker. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. They stun the defense with a gain of 14 on 4th down and pick up the first.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. To throw again, it's Burrow. And he's going to score! Touchdown, Cincinnati! The Bengals go up by 2 scores, 13 points in the 4th. T. Higgins, the touchdown. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups, and when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
McPherson at the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bengals double their lead to 14.
Buccaneers 10.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Tucker now on the return. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. The Buccaneer offense back out for another series. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Caught quickly on the slant. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Offense in the hurry up here. From the 29. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
It's looking like a dreaded 3-and-out offensively. But listen, if you can't keep your quarterback clean and upright, you're going to need some magic, big-time magic, to convert on this 3rd and long.
Offense up to the line fast. Here he is on 3rd and long. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a pickup of 34 yards. And that's good enough for a Tampa 1st down. We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Tampa. Buccaneers 14 points back. Down a couple of scores, but still some time left and 3 timeouts as well. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. Completes this one to Otten. And he's tackled for a short gain.
That can be a hopeless feeling when you fire a curl route right into zone coverage perfectly like that. Unless that curl happens to be right next to where one of your guys is sitting, that pass can hum in there and there's nothing this defense can do.
Buccaneers hustling to the line. They're in the hurry up. This one's taken in by Otten. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's good for a Buccaneer 1st down.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route. and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And it's going to be second down. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
Catch is made in close. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're first. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting the first. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Mayfield thrown out of the pistol. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! But it looks like the Buccaneers made a heads-up play. Got on top of that one for the recovery. Lucky to still even have a shot to score here as they set up now 2nd and goal. Another try following the sack. Completed over the middle. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Buccaneers hustling to the line. They're in the hurry up. To throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Good pressure from the defense there has them trending in the wrong direction.
You know, one thing I noticed, Kate, coaching youth football, everybody wants their kid to play quarterback. That is, until they get knocked to the mat. And that's now 5 sacks in this game, let alone the number of times the quarterback's been flushed as well. Not everybody is built to play quarterback.
And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Cam Taylor-Britt picks it off.
I know exactly what the quarterback was envisioning when he let that one go. Touchdown, baby. Not long after, I know exactly what he was thinking. Oh, no! Give me that one back, because the coverage baited him perfectly into that throw, and even more so, picked it off.
The Bengals ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And this is some quality film review right here. Look at this, couple of touchdowns, good amount of yards too. He's been moving them down the field like only he can, putting together quite the game for himself in the process. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Brown. And he's able to manage a couple on that run. And that timeout taken by the Buccaneers, and that's their final one. And that's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. Eight yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Wow, they're going to pass it here. And that's going to fall incomplete. We're down to 9 seconds left. Great defensive effort to reject that one. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
The ability to track the ball, right? Ball skills isn't just knocking it away, and that's a beautiful job there, Kate. The ball skills is also being able to track a ball on a deeper throw like that. If he doesn't swat it away, we're looking at a huge gain.
On 3rd down, here's Burrow. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he crosses the sideline a yard or two beyond that 30.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. With the win in hand, they'll take the knee and let this clock run out.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So the Bengals take this one on the road. And it's not quite a full game shutout, Brock, but keeping that other side off the board in the second half, that sure went a long way towards securing them this win. Made things a lot easier for everyone else to operate in the closing stages of the game. Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Heward and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Bengals emerge as winners. As with that, we sign off from Tampa.